Alright, today we're going to be looking at section 4.7, prepping for quadratic equations. We want to factor this problem completely. So we have the trinomial w squared minus 10w plus 9. So the way you factor, or the way that I would describe factoring, you're going to multiply the leading coefficient, understood to be a 1, the number out front, times the number in the back. Now this is when the quadratic expression is in standard form, meaning your squared term is up front, your single variable term is in the middle, and your constant term is at the end. So this is understood to be a 1 out front. 1 times 9 will give us 9. I'm going to write all the factors that multiply to be 9. 1 times 9 and 3 times 3. Then I go to the sign at the back. It is positive. It tells me I want to add these factors to see which one gives me 10. If you find two factors that do follow this operation to equal the middle number, it will always factor. If you cannot find two numbers when you use this operation to get this middle number, it will not factor. So in this case, 1 plus 9 will give us 10. We want it to be a negative 10, so I know that both of these will have to be negative. But I will give you a method for following the signs. So once we determinate factors, you're going to split up the variable up front, w and w, add the 1 and 9 in the back, and then you got to figure out the signs. I told you they're both negative because we need them to add to a negative 10. However, there is a method going left to right. The first sign you get to going left to right is negative. That tells you the bigger number. Out of 1 and 9, 9 is bigger, so that lets you know the 9 is negative. The second sign going left to right here, positive means same, negative means different. So positive tells you these are going to have the same sign. So if one is negative, the other one also has to be negative. So here is this equation factored completely. You can also use FOIL and multiply it back together to just check and verify that you get what you started with. All right, number 2, we also want to factor completely. So we have 5t squared plus 9t minus 2. So again, same process. Now when you have a leading coefficient, I'm going to do things a little bit different just to cut out guesswork, but we'll multiply 5 times 2, and that will give us 10. Factors of 10 are 1 and 10, 2 and 5. This time we want to subtract the numbers to get 9. 10 minus 1 will give us 9, so it will factor. This time, whenever I have a leading coefficient, I don't know if the 5 goes here or here. It's because this factors are 5 and 1. And so just to cut out guesswork, I put the 5 in both. Now this is wrong. I just let myself know that. And I'm going to fix it later. Then I'll separate the t. So the t squared will be t and t. At the back, we add the 1 and the 10. Now if you're thinking we want to subtract to get 9, a positive 9, the 10 would have to be positive, the 1 would have to be negative. But again, you can follow the sign rules. Left to right, the first sign is the bigger number. 10 is bigger, so positive. Second sign is negative, so that means they're different. So if this one is positive and they're different, this one has to be negative. We've completed the factoring process, but we have to fix what we messed up because 5 times 5 is 25, not 5. So I got to reduce. What you do is you try to divide the largest common factor from 5 and 1. Well, there's nothing that we can divide between 5 and 1 other than 1. So I just bring this term straight down. 5t minus 1. Here, greatest common factor between 5 and 10 is 5. Divide both of them by 5 and you get rid of that factor. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. So you just have t. 10 divided by 5, 2. And so now if you were to FOIL this back together, it should equal what you started with. And so that's one extra step when you have a leading coefficient. It should be a +2. 2 + 2.